Okay, can you guys hear me? Thumbs up. Yes. Okay. It doesn't sound very loud on my end, but I'm Brandy Walker, Diamond Ambassador with Plexus, and I think I know most of you guys on this call. And this is getting to be one of my most favorite calls that we do, because as you all know, planning to or failing to plan is planning to fail, and we talk about that
What?
literally all the time. If you guys are on, can you just mute yourself real quick?
But she doesn't go to my
I think she goes to, yeah.
So who'd you guys get as a trainer?
Okay. Sometimes it won't let me mute everybody, but it did. Okay. But this call is, I'm super excited about it because we got some really cool things that are happening this month, and we're going to kind of go over all that. But I just wanted to talk to you guys just, real quick about how important it is writing down your goals. And if you've been doing this with us the last few months, or even if you've been doing it like your whole time with Plexus, you realize that if the months that you write your goals down, you're so much more likely to actually hit those goals than if you're just kind of flying by the seat of your pants and you're just kind of like, you get to maybe the third week in the last, quarter of success sprints, and you're like, oh shoot, I hadn't done anything. So I gotta, backtrack. And it just takes a lot of stress off, and you are so much more likely to reach your goals if you're front loading. What I mean by front loading is, message those people at the beginning of the month. Don't wait until the last month when you're just grasping for, just to get anybody, and it is just so much more stressful to do it that way. But I want to talk a little bit about, first of all, setting goals for me, I've shared this with you guys before, is pretty uncomfortable. And it kind of always has been, but I've learned that I have to do it. And the reason it's uncomfortable is because it holds me accountable. And I don't like to be held accountable to really anybody. I mean, I'm just putting that out there. I'm a diamond. And if I can do it, being uncomfortable with writing my goals down or sharing them with anybody, then you can do it too. But just because I was uncomfortable doing it doesn't mean that I didn't do it. And I still do it. I still write my goals down. I still, even as a diamond, I still have goals that I want to reach every month. And, long term, this is a business that I am able to pass down to my kids and, my family. And so I want it to be there for the long haul. So I still have to, reach my goals, and we talk about the things that we're doing every day and every month to reach our goals. The one thing that, this one habit that I think we all need to really think about is, you're reaching, or you don't rise to the level of your goals. I'm sorry, I'm going to read that again. This is a quote that I saw today. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. And I thought that was pretty profound. So you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. What I mean by that is, what's the difference between a goal and a system? A goal is something you want to achieve, and, you write it down, and, maybe you work really, really hard one month and you hit those goals. But a system is the process that leads you to those goals. So it's kind of like, life is a destination. Yes, it is, but it's really more about the journey. And so the purpose of the goals is to win the game, but the purpose of systems is to be able to continue playing the game. And y'all, I can tell you that how important that is after being in this business for 6 years. If I did not have systems in place, I would have, just tanked a long time ago. I would have burned out, and I would have not been able to hold out to make it to diamond. I would have just been too tired, because when you're trying to reinvent the wheel every single month, and you're trying to organize yourself every single month. I mean, we all do it, but you have to find a way to get those systems in place and figure out, okay, what is my goal, or what are my goals? Because usually we have more than one. And what am I going to do every single day to get there? And so I just kind of wrote down a couple of things that, when we talk about IPA, or income producing activities, and sometimes, this might be a little bit redundant because we say it all the time, but things like, of course, post daily. And if you want to jot these down, you can. I can put it in the chat later, but, post daily and consistently in your stories. Y'all, that's kind of a no-brainer. We say that all the time. Reach out to your 5 people a day. How many of us are stressing because maybe we didn't reach the goals that we wanted in August? But did we really do the things that we knew to do? Did we really reach out to 5 new people a day? Did we really follow up with those 3 people? Did we really build relationships besides just commenting on our Plexus Friends post? Did we really, do those kinds of things? Okay, another thing is I want you to start writing your points down daily. So log into your back office first thing in the morning or whenever, just sometime during that day, and write it on the calendar, or you can just put it in the notes on your phone, just someplace that you're going to remember to put those down every single day. And it's going to be so helpful in the long run for you to be able to see, okay, where were my points on, on the 2nd? Where are my points on the 5th? But it really is, if you can only write it, if you only got time to do it maybe 3 times a week, that's fine too. But really, to consistently check them every day, it's going to help you mentally be in the game all the time. And mentally, you're going to get to a certain point and you'll be able to compare it to last month. And if you're like, ooh, I'm kind of behind, it's easier to figure out, what's going wrong or what orders haven't gone through, or maybe somebody canceled if you're checking it every single day. Okay, also figure out how many new ads or new orders you need to get to your goal. Daily check your credit card declines, and anybody's order who has run under 100 PV. So those are things that you can check daily, and if you do it daily, it's so much easier to do it than just to get to the end of the month and try to figure all that out, because it can be a little bit overwhelming. And then of course check your success sprints and set your personal goal. What do you want it to be? Y'all, this is the end of the quarter of the 3 months. And so this is a big month, and we're going to share more about the incentives too. Okay, and so right now I want you to get out a sheet of paper. Well, 2 things. I want you to put in the chat what is something. I want you to shout yourself out and tell us one thing that you're proud of, even if it's just that you just showed up. You just were able to just keep going in August. But I just want you to tell us one thing that you're proud of yourself. And y'all, everybody's got something. Okay, I know you did something, even if it is not Plexus related. Just put that in the chat. And the second thing is I want you to write down your big, hairy, scary goal for this month. And then I'm going to turn it over to who's next? Is it Tina? Yes, Tina. She's going to talk about our September incentives.
All right. And I have them in front of me because there's so many. It feels like Christmas.
Yes.
Right. So success sprints, she said we're in our 3rd month of the 3rd quarter. And really that's enough. Like that grows our business and everything. And they reward us for everything that we put into it. But they still come out with all these other incentives. So they're pretty awesome. And on the team pages, they've all been posted as well. But for growing your team, everybody, ambassadors who purchase a welcome pack get to join for $1. And then while supplies last, they get a free bag of the pineapple or the pineapple lemongrass active. And all the praise hands, no more social security numbers. I think everybody's super excited about that, and super excited. New and existing preferred customers get ambassador pricing all month. I'm very excited about that. I mean, it's all wonderful, but what a great way for somebody to really give the triplex a try, or whatever combo, knowing that they didn't pay a joining fee. And we know later they're going to upgrade for free to a VIP. So it's pretty genius. Earn bonus cash again. This is the last month for the 369. So if you enroll 3, you get $100. If you enroll 6, you get $200. And if you enroll 9, you get another $200. So $500, right? I think I got that right. So $500 total on top of your commissions and all of that. So
they're making this really, really fun. And then the incentive, or I'm sorry, the success sprints, I think the best thing on this whole list is we get double credits this month. So if you guys have been looking at your success sprint totals, just know that it's going to double this month. Everything you do this month is twice. So that's exciting. And I can show on my phone, I can share screen, however you want me to, or I can just describe. But if you haven't looked at your success sprint dashboard, it's a little bit different. I mean, it looks a little bit different like everything does on your phone from your computer, but they've made it very, very easy. So when you pull up your dashboard, I'll just kind of, on your phone, can you guys see my phone? Your dashboard is vertical when you're on your phone, but you'll see the big red box that's training, and it's right below that. And here's success sprints. And when you click on success sprints, I'll show you if it cooperates with me. It's going to give you all these little boxes at the top. And those are your options. You've got prizes, rules, frequently asked questions, what you can earn, help, and your tools. So what's cool is when you click on one of those, obviously it's going to open up. But as you scroll down, it's going to show you your total for every month. So I know, each quarter, and then it breaks down from there. And so here, everything broken down. And if you keep scrolling, you'll see all the names of the people that fall in those categories, your new customers, your new ambassadors. It's pretty awesome. And then something I did not notice in the first quarter, doesn't mean it wasn't there. It just means Tina didn't notice it. But under prizes, when you see on your success sprint dashboard, it shows the headphones. That's one of like 7 or 8 things you get to choose from. So if you don't want headphones, you don't have to get headphones. They're going to let you choose. And what's cool is on the computer, when you click on it, it takes you to every picture and it allows you to choose which one you want. So there are so many options. Just go in there, poke around, and they've made it really, really easy for us.
Yes.
Is that everything?
Yeah, I think so. Y'all, those double success sprints, I mean, that is huge for this month. So that's another reason we need to front load. Don't wait till the end of the month, because I mean, whatever you had your eye on, now you have double the chance really to earn it. So it's pretty cool. I think we're gonna let Kay go first, because I think she is doing this from her car, and so she's gonna be able to hop off as soon as she gets done, because she's got something else going on. But thank you, Tina.
Yes, thank you. Yep. Look I'm in my car. This is when you can say you can work anywhere, right?
Yep.
So John and I have had a couple rough days, so we decided to go out for some wings and a couple drinks, and I hopped out to hop on this call with everybody. So to kind of go with what Tina was saying, corporate's got some amazing incentives, and us Jewels decided that we wanted to sweeten the pot a little bit this month. So we are also going to do an add 3, get a T. So watch for the posts on the pages. And since I'm on my phone, I can't show you a picture of the tea that we are going to offer. But basically add 3 people to your team. And remember, that can be an ambassador with a welcome pack or a customer with $100 order. The only thing with that $100 order is make sure it's after any discounts you want to give them and before taxes and all that other stuff. But it can be a combination of any of that. Add 3 and be commenting. I think all the Jewels are going to be, there you go. Brandy's putting it out there. Bring me a pink drink. So how cute is that? Yeah. So make sure that when they are posting, everybody's posting on their pages, that you are commenting on your nearest Jewel page. And if you're not sure, ask your sponsor or ask one of us. We'll let you know. But definitely we want to, I want to order a ton of t-shirts. So I want to help sweeten this deal. Let's back up all these incentives that corporate is doing. And let's all be bringing everybody our pink drink, right? And then one last tip I want to talk about, just a little bit about when you set your own goals. So one thing that I do when I set my goals is I kind of think about my team. and I think about what their goals might be, because when they are setting their goals, that helps me, but I also don't want to, assume and like, I have my goals for my people, but I also don't want to assume what their goals are going to be. So reach out to those people that are under you, that are sharing, that are new, and ask them what their goals are this month, because one of the ways that we grow is helping our teams grow. So my tip for you all is to make sure that you are reaching out to your team, asking them what their goals are, and incorporate that into your own goals, because I want to help my team grow for sure. Not only do I want to help them reach their goals, but then it also helps me grow organically, right? So that I'm not making my goals one month and then all of a sudden crashing the next month and not making my rank. So make sure that you are reaching out to your people and finding out what their goals are and helping them achieve theirs too.
Absolutely. Thanks, Kay. I think that's like literally the best advice you could give is check, don't just set your goals, because I mean, you cannot, most of us, unless you're silver, you cannot reach your goals by yourself. So it's super important to, to help your team, because you want them to reach that, but you got to ask them. Some people like to just be asked. So super important.
Yes, definitely reach out, ask them. And, and like I said, I'm always there for my team. I'm here to help you. I'm going to reach out to my level ones and I'm going to ask them what their goals are, so that I can help them achieve their goals, which is in turn going to help me achieve mine.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. Well, thanks, Kay. And I hope you guys have a good night.
Thanks. Can you tell it's raining now? Oh, and everybody check it out. We're in the new Lexus.
Woohoo. Can't wait to see it. All right. Thank you.
All right. See you guys.
Bye. Okay. And next we have beautiful Lisa Hudson. She's looking gorgeous at 8:00 at night. Okay. She is going to talk to us a little bit about phase 2 and how to map our points.
Yeah, I just walked in the door from school and work and things. So this is still what I look like from my day. Hi, everyone. So first of all, I want to talk to you really quick about corporate pushing back phase 2 implementation. Obviously, it's not all the way pushed back, because I feel like they kind of gave us the 2 best parts of what was coming anyway, which was wholesale prices for your preferred customers and no social security code for ambassadors to join, and then add in the $1 and the free bag of active. And yeah, I mean, what else could we possibly want? So went on the Jewel call, and I know that they emailed that to everyone too, that you guys were hopefully able to listen to. And if you've been around for a while and you've been through some of the changeovers that Plexus has done that weren't really ready to happen yet, you can sit here very thankful that they are taking the time to do this correctly and to make it so that when it does happen, it happens seamlessly, and that people are able to join the way that we are telling them that it's going to happen. They've said that they wanted it to be frictionless over and over again, and they're not going to release it to us until it is perfect. And so I know we might be feeling a little impatient because we've been telling people that it's coming and we've been getting ready and we've been learning all the things, but I can guarantee you that you do not want that to happen if there's going to be issues with the technology, because that will just frustrate people, and you could even lose people over, enrollment issues if they can't get it done the way that you told them that it would get done. So I'm just, change your mindset, and we're rolling with the punches. We're being flexible. We all know that any change this big comes with tons of IT. They're working around the clock, and they're going to make it perfect for us. So just embrace the fact that our preferred customers are getting wholesale prices, which they were going to switch over to anyway. And so if you had already told your prefers that they were going to be upgraded to VIPs and get wholesale prices, nothing's really changing for them except, their ability to share their link. And, if they're preferred, they're probably not worried about that at this point anyway. So, their wholesale prices started today, and so they're good to go. So I hope, if anyone has any questions about that, reach out to your sponsor, your closest Jewel. or watch the video again. And I think you can really see that it comes, from the heart from corporate that they want to do this right for us. So I'm excited about it.
Yes.
Now, the next thing that I was going to talk about is mapping out your points. If you're on a goal call, we're all here because we want to hit the next rank in Plexus. We want to promote, we want to grow our team, we want to share health and happiness. Well, part of what I was going to say is what Kay just said. You have to know what your team is doing in order to be able to map out your points. So of course, I have my personal goals. I want to add 3 every month. That's not going to get me to diamond by myself, adding my 3 every month. Of course, I'm going to continue to grow, add my 3, try to help people go silver in my level 1s. But you have to know who on your team is also working with you and what their goals are to be able to map out your point projections. So the important thing about that is if you are helping somebody with their goals, you need their permission from them. You have to have a conversation with them and ask them if they want to be held accountable, and ask them if they want to share their goals with you. Just because one person said that they wanted to work one time and then kind of fell off a little bit, that's when you need to reach out to them and just say, hey, I'm just checking in. Are you still wanting to work towards senior silver or gold? And if so, let's get on the phone together and have a chat about what your goals are this month and what your goals are for your team. When I was probably all the way up to Emerald, every single day, like Brandy said to do, I check my points every single day. I write them down in a calendar. I have 5 years worth of calendars like this with my points written down. I can look in all of them and see back. And what I used to do, when I had a smaller team, is I would get on every single day when I checked my points, and I would scroll through all of the subscriptions that went through that day and make sure that they all went through. There were no credit card declines. There were no issues with any of them, that there was nothing kind of stalled in the system, and check in with all of those people. Of course, as my team has grown, now I only do that for my level 1s, and I have enough people working the business underneath me that they're doing that for their level 1s. You teach them to do that and to check in every day, and make sure that all of those subscriptions are going through and everything is great. The other thing that you should know if you're mapping out your points to the next rank is how many subscriptions you actually have going through. So if you say that you're pushing for the next rank, like actually pushing that month, then you should know, by the 20th, probably, how many more subscriptions you still have to go through that month, exactly how many points that's going to be, who it's going to be, whose team they're underneath you, and how many new people that you need to bring in to make that rank happen. So if I'm shooting for Ruby and I need 500 points, I better know on the 28th that I'm going to have, 468 points after all my subscriptions run. And I need to have a plan for how I'm going to make up for the rest of those points, which is obviously either getting people, who are under you, who don't have a subscription on, to place an order, or bringing in enough new people that you make up for those points. If I'm going for Ruby and I have 468 points on the 28th after my subscriptions run, I'm probably going to need help from my team, to make up for the next 32 points or whatever I need. Possibly, you could probably do that by yourself when you're a Ruby, but usually your team is helping you do that. So I'm super big math person. I will know, even when I was going for Emeralds, I knew exactly how many points I was going to have. It takes a minute, but it's worth the time. And then once the last 10 days of the month, what you've got going still, you can go through and, map out those points. And the best thing to do to rank up and to map out those points, like Kay said, when last month, which we're going to do it again this month, I went to Jenny and I said, Jenny, how many people are you going to bring in this month? Go to your runners, ask them how many people they're going to bring in with this for this month. What are everyone's goals on your team, and bring that number back to me. And then I went to Kelly and I said, Kelly, how many people are you going to bring in? How many people are your runners going to bring in? Get a number for what you want to add from your team and bring that number back to me. That's how I made my team goal for the month, is by talking to my leaders and having them talk to their runners and then bring a number back to me for what, I can help them do for that month. So one thing that you always want to remember too, is that you always want to be bringing new people in and helping them go silver. One thing you don't want to try to do when you're ranking up is to revive the dead. So if somebody's been gone for a year and you need, 15 more points, it's probably not going to be one of those people that hasn't ordered in a year that's going to be the one that's going to help you out with that, unless it's your sister or something and you beg her. But you always want to be, just like Brandy said, reaching out to new people every day, bringing new life into the team, bringing new people into the opportunity, and helping them start to grow your business. So as far as mapping it out, that's what I would say. Be a numbers person, even if you're not a numbers person. If you are a numbers person, it's easy and it's fun. Like, I love it. That's the green part of me. But if you're not a numbers person and you're working towards a big goal, you really have to force yourself to do that, and to get those numbers down on paper and know exactly what is coming in on the 28th, so that you can figure out what you need from there.
Yes. And can I add, if you're not a
Yes.
numbers person, because I'm not a numbers person, but
Right.
I've learned, but in the beginning, I just didn't know how. So I talked to my sponsor, or I talked to, you find somebody that does, and don't be embarrassed, y'all. Numbers is not everybody's thing, and that's okay. But that's what's so great about having a team behind you, is there's somebody that it is their thing, and they're gladly, sit down with you or get on a Zoom and show you how to, map out your points. So don't use that as an excuse. Oh, I just can't do it. It's too hard. I would never be diamond if I had said that, because that's, numbers aren't my thing, but I have to do it. And I mean, I want to do it because I know it's going to help me reach my goals. So
Yeah. And there's people like me that love numbers, and I would be happy to sit down with someone for 5 minutes and explain it to them and pull up their back office and show them what I do, because I'm dorky and it's fun for me.
She loves it. We love you for that. But okay. Do you have anything else, Lisa? No.
No.
Okay. Real quick, does anybody have any questions before I give you a challenge? If you do, just unmute yourself real quick. No, nobody? Okay. Well, I've just got a little challenge. Obviously, we wanted you to write down your goals, and what I really want you to do is write down your daily goals, your weekly goals, and your monthly goals. And so, I want you to write that down, and I want you to send that to your sponsor. Okay. If your sponsor doesn't work the business, send it to the next person up. So I want you to send it to your sponsor and your closest Joel. And for a bonus, anybody that sends it to me, I'm going to send you a $5 incentive code. So anybody on this call that sends me their goals will get that $5 incentive code. But you have to tell me that you've already sent it to your sponsor as well, and your closest Joel. So y'all, accountability is huge. The more you write those goals down and you put it out there for somebody else to read it, the more likely you are to actually follow through. And so I'm actually going to do this too. I'm going to send it to my sponsor. She's not even on this call, and she doesn't even know I'm doing this, but I'm going to do it as well, because I've got big goals and I want to reach them this month. So yeah. And, maybe your Joel will have, I'm not going to commit them to any prizes, but you never know. So, anyway, I think that's all we have. And just be watching for the post about the add 3, get a tee. That's going to be on my team page. It's going out tonight. So I'm assuming on everybody else's it is as well. And it's a super cute shirt. It's really cute. So I hope that you guys, that'll be for adding either a new ambassador or a new preferred customer this month. So I think that's all we have. All right, you guys have a great night.
Night, everybody.
Bye.